Well, hello everyone. In this video, we are going to do a deep dive research on Capitec. I'm going to show you why I believe that Capitec is a great business to invest in and why I have been waiting for over 2 years for the share price to come down low enough for me to start buying shares. Let's go. Capitec Bank Holdings Limited is a company listed on the Johannesburg Stock Exchange. It is in the financial services sector under the banking industry, and I classify it as a cyclical stock. A cyclical business is a business whose performance is largely dependent on the economy. It does well when the economy is doing good, and it tends to do poorly during recessions. Now, I owned shares of Capitec previously. I bought them during the market crash of 2020, around about September. And 3 months later, I sold the shares for a decent profit. Now, I want to be clear. In 2020, we had an abnormal event. So during that time, anybody could have bought any lousy company and made money. Today, does it mean that I can go and buy shares of Capitec and get the same results again? Highly unlikely. Remember, 2020 was an abnormal event. So I hope we're all clear about that. Normally, as an investor, when I buy shares of great companies, I hold them for at least 3 to 5 years in order to maximize my returns. Now, before we start with our analysis, let's first understand what the business does. Capitec Bank Limited provides various banking products and services in South Africa. It offers transactional banking services, fixed and tax-free savings and call and notice deposits, term loans, credit facilities, mortgage loans, overdrafts, installment sales and leases, credit and debit cards and access facilities, rental finance, payment services, and merchant services, as well as credit and life insurance products. Products for a typical bank. When you open an account at Capitec, they give you an all-in-one package, which they call the Global One Money Management, which allows you to transact, save, insure, and obtain credits through credit cards and loans. All of this is included in one package in one bank account. If you look at the business structure, you can see at the top, we have a holding company called Capitec Bank Holdings Limited, which owns various companies, of which Capitec Bank Limited is one of them. For the purpose of this video, we are only going to focus on Capitec Bank Limited, which is divided into 2 segments. We have the retail banking segment and the business banking segment, which has been recently acquired through the purchase of Mercantile Bank. It still forms a very small portion of Capitec's revenue, but it has a great potential for growth in the near future. Capitec is the largest bank in South Africa by number of active clients. They have currently over 18 million clients and growing. The bank has grown its market share by providing low-cost banking products and services to low and middle-income clients, the clients which they called the unbanked. Those were the people who were mostly ignored by the big banks who did not have bank accounts. Capitec saw that gap and they filled it. That is why they've been successful and they've been growing so fast over the years. If you compare Capitec to the other banks in terms of market cap or in terms of the value of the business, which is basically your share price multiplied by the number of outstanding shares, you see that Standard Bank is still the largest bank in South Africa by assets, and Capitec is the second biggest by assets. followed by Absa and Nedbank. Now, where does the money come from? Well, it comes from two main segments. Of the 8.5 billion rands that they made in 2022 financial year, we see that 69% of it came from the retail banking segment. And then 29% from the insurance segment, which is your life policies and your funeral plans. And then only 2%, like I stated previously, came from the business banking segment, but there is a huge potential for growth in this segment in the near future. If we break it down even further by the source of income by products or service, we see that there's two main products or services that make up the bulk of the income that Capitec receives. 55% comes from interest income. That's interest they receive from their lending business and also from their investments. And then 33% comes from transaction income. So that's all the fees that they charge when their clients transact, make deposits, make payments, etc. And the other products or services make small contributions. Another thing that I like about Capitec Bank is that it pays out dividends consistently. It's been paying out dividends from the beginning, and you can see that every year the dividend payout is increasing, and it's increasing consistently. So they are very, very consistent. Obviously, in 2020, we had an abnormal event, an external abnormal event, and they decided not to pay any dividends out. So this was not related to business, but related to external factors.